My name is Бәшенова Айнұр. I work at school number 37 gymnasium, named after Abay. Today we are going to have clear lesson in grade 9. The topic of the lesson: calcium, compound of calcium. Good morning, students.
Good morning, teacher.
Let's begin our lesson. What is chemical bonds?
Chemical bond is an attractive force that keeps atoms together in a compound.
Okay, thank you. Let's collaborate making chemical bonds, please. In order to have strong connections, tell each other good wishes. Okay?
Good luck in this lesson.
I wish you a good mood.
I hope your today's experiment will be nice.
Good luck.
Thank you. I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Have a good day.
I wish you a successful experiment.
Thank you. I wish you have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are making strong chemical bonds. You start our lesson in a good mood. Okay? I want check your home task.
Home task was alkali metals for first A group.
In front of you, there is descriptor. Have you finished it?
Yes.
Yes. If your answer is correct, tick. Okay. If your answer is incorrect, cross. Who wants?
The elements of group first A are called alkali metals.
Should it say form +1 charged time?
The activity of metal increases from top to bottom. Calcium is a radioactive element. The metals react with water from base.
Define today's topic using pictures. What that is? Elements. Okay. What elements does each thing contains? Calcium, compound of calcium. Open your exercise book. Write it under new topic. The first we will watch a video about new topic. Yes? Watch carefully.
If we go down the column in group 2, from magnesium to calcium, we see that calcium is also stored in the air. Instead of being a shiny metal, the calcium is coated with a layer. If we add the calcium metal to water, we get a much more rapid reaction of the calcium with the water than magnesium. We can test for the hydrogen gas by collecting some of the hydrogen gas in a test tube. We can test for the presence of calcium hydroxide by adding phenolphthalein indicator. The indicator turns purple, indicating that the solution is basic and that calcium hydroxide has been formed.
Demonstrate your knowledge by doing experiment. You divided 3 groups. Experiment chemical properties of calcium. Okay. Calcium oxide and the chemical properties.
Okay.
Yes.
The third group uses of compounds of calcium.
Place the magnesium powder in a half filled with water test tube. So, and in the second test tube, we will add water to the calcium. While our reaction in process, let's add the acid to both of the test tubes with calcium and magnesium. So let's see the reaction. As you can see, in the second test tube, there is a colorless gas bubbles were released. It's a light hydrogen gas, and the solution of calcium hydroxide is released. So in the solution we have the hydroxide calcium gas, and it's a complex compound It's a base and there is our foundation.
Take powder of magnesium and small piece of calcium into the tube and add hydrochloric acid into the tubes. Calcium and magnesium react with dilute hydrochloric acid, giving us calcium, magnesium chloride, and hydrogen gas. It is displacement reaction.
How can we compare the reactivity calcium and magnesium?
Calcium reacts faster than magnesium because metals have different reactivity, and calcium is active than magnesium. An activity series is a list of metals arranged in order of relative reactivity.
Okay, thank you.
For this experiment, we need a rare egg, calcium oxide, and cold water. All can also eat lime.
First, we should place a raw egg to the lime or calcium oxide. Then we should add cold water. As you see, this is exothermic reaction. It means that it's realized a heat.
By the mixing with water, the small crystals of gypsum dissolve and then crystallize as long needles. And so calcium sulfate is a constant cement. Additionally, it's used in decoration as a plaster in Paris and industry and in the dentistry to mold the teeth. And also, if you will break your leg, you will go to the hospital and then doctor will cover your wound with that plaster or gypsum. There are some famous compounds of calcium, such as calcium sulfate, gypsum, plaster of Paris, lime, limestone, and lime water. They have similar properties and uses like the while solid, react vigorously with water, and don't melt when heated, and so on.
Give comment on your experiment.
Okay. As a result of this experiment, we see that with calcium oxide, we boil it in egg. To define calcium hydroxide, we use an indicator to check it. Now it turned into blue color. It means that it's base, calcium hydroxide.
Let's complete our lesson. You are going activity. Activity is question under difficult questions. You give answer and then explain. The first question, what is the second name of calcium oxide?
Wow. The second name of calcium oxide is lime.
Okay. The next, what is formed when calcium oxide reacts with water?
When calcium oxide reacts with water, calcium hydroxide is formed.
Okay. The next question, what is the formula of lime water?
The chemical formula of lime water is CaOH2.
Why does lime water keep in a closed container?
Lime water keep in a closed container because if it's lime water contained with water without a closed container, air evaporate in air, so we should.
Why does water boil when calcium oxide reacts with this water? Will please.
When calcium oxide reacts with water, the chemical reaction produces a heat. That's why the water boils.
Okay, thank you. Good job, students. We will use compound of calcium for solve problems.
First, we should write down the chemical reaction and balance it. So it's calcium reacts with water to produce calcium hydroxide with hydrogen gas. And when we balance it, we put the coefficient 2 before the water on the left side. Then we should find the relative mass of calcium hydroxide. It's 40 plus. So after adding them together, we have the 74 gram mole. Then, to be easy to find out the element we are looking for, we just put, we're gonna say it's X and Z 74. There's 60.8, and 1 mass of ideal gas, it's 22.4 liters. And further we make a proportion, it's X is to 24 as 16.8 to 22.4. Then after multiplying and dividing, we have the mass of calcium hydroxide, it's 55.5 grams.
In order to make conclusions, let's analyze our lesson. What are 2 things you liked about this topic?
Comparison of the activity of metallic calcium and magnesium by doing laboratory experiments.
The use of calcium in its compounds in real life.
For me, difficult was in the activity. Difficult for me was about properties of calcium and the hydroxide.
We want to see this process with our eyes, maybe simulation method. If we have opportunity, so we could go to the factory and see it there.
I really enjoyed the lesson because we used our knowledge of the topic in real life by making laboratory experiments.
I liked the process of comparison of metallic calcium and magnesium by doing laboratory experiment. It was really exciting.
I think our lesson was magnificent. Thankful to our teacher. All of us was active too.